one thing that is very common to many people that we know is that people would love to move. People desire to move from one particular location to another, especially from the developing country. I may speak specifically to my country, beloved country, Kenya, that so many people may have a desire to at least see their dream achieved in other parts of the world. And this comes through many avenues. And in the beginning, when we started as NaviSmart, the initial point of us coming up with this particular platform and the company as it is, it was to ensure at least we give the guideline. And despite that, we started as focusing through for those international people who are interested to study the abroad. We see there is an opportunity that we can as well still bring into the table for people to be aware about in terms of them bettering themselves, getting ready for this opportunity, and be able to as well still migrate from the country of the origin to the destiny of their desire. We are not an immigration law company or legal registered as a company to do the immigration process in terms of like advising on a legal matter. But what we do, we share the information. And this particular information, we double it up by the use of and leverage of the artificial intelligence, such as, and that brought us the idea of us incorporating human being, that is us, and at the same time also you'll be able to get the information through our platform, which is powered by artificial intelligence.
So teachers and nurses are very critical to the economy of these three countries. And so there are shortage of nurses and teachers across US, Canada, and UK in particular. The government have created a structured and a legal migration pathway that supports nurses and teachers. For example, in UK, they are actively recruiting international nurses to fill the shortage that they have. Canada, through their provinces, it works differently. So most of them are done in provinces, informal provinces. So they fast track early childhood education, educators, and nurses due to their aging populations. In US, right, where I am, schools and hospitals or school districts do sponsor international professionals locally because of to supplement the insufficient teachers and nurses they have. And this is done per district. Julius mentioned about a tool called NaviSmart AI. So with this, in this era of AI has made life so easy, simplifying most critical part of what we do, making our life more easy and interesting. So tools like NaviSmart AI simplifies the process through guidance, through document support. NaviSmart will help you in looking at the requirements, giving you personalized guidance. Remember, it depends on your case. So probably you're coming from Kenya, someone is coming from another country, or you are a teacher, the other person is a nurse. You are a teacher of maths, the other person is a teacher of science. And so you have different personalized guidance that you're going to get based on your case. Also provides you with most updated policy requirements. They keep on changing every day, especially in US here. So this, you may miss something which was true last month or last week could be untrue this week. So in this case, then you need to get the most updated policy changes. Success depends on putting everything in order. So if you're required to do this, if you're required to fill in this form, if you're required to meet these requirements, then you're able to do that. And of course, countries differed in terms of, I said, visa delays, in terms of cost and how their performance. So our tool, for example, will provide a level playing ground that provides you all with the information across the board for all the talents, whether nurses or or teachers. So if you're a nurse and you're planning to come to America, then you need to know these are the things that you need to have. There's something called NCLEX, RN exam. Nurses in the house should be able to do this. So you need to have that exam. You need to sit for it. You need employer sponsorship, which is often referred to as EB3 green card. So employer has to sponsor you. You have to have something called CGFNS, credential verification done. And you also have to know that it's highly standardized clinical pathway. Highly standardized clinical pathway. And so an example would be if you are a nurse, then you have to pass NCLEX, then verification with the CGFNS to validate your education. And then an US hospital, for example, will sponsor your EB3, and that gives you the pathway to permanent residency granted. It's as simple as that. Those questions seem very simple, but they are not. Because there's how you answer them, it's what makes you different from those who are going to be night visas. They're just simple questions, but please don't take them lightly. Out of experience, because we've had a number of students, we've done this for the last I don't know how many years. Though they may seem very simple, but how you answering them is what makes the difference. Everyone will be asked, what are you going to study? What are you coming to study here? How is what you're studying here related to what you've been doing, right? All that. These are simple questions, but there's a specific way on how you need to answer them. And that will make the visa consular or whoever is interviewing you, they make a decision to give you a visa. Because like in case of Terry, she was given a visa even before she could pay, service fee. I remember before I went to bed and, everyone was happy. It was midnight here. And of course, I knew she was going for the visa, but I didn't know what time it was. I knew it was the morning, but I thought it was like after midnight. Before I went to bed and, it's almost midnight, I'm seeing her mom's texting me and I'll say, okay, yeah, that's it. That's the day before somebody also had the same case. After Terry, there's another one lady was going, and all of them they got visas, and so that makes a big difference.
My name is Teji. 2 weeks ago, I was in Nairobi, but right now, I'm in the US. I'm in Missouri. I'm here for my studies, masters that will begin in January 2026. I looked for a school that offered a course that I wanted to do, and then by the help of the Navy AI Smart, it helped me know the documents that I needed to submit, the correction that I needed, every document, every question that I had. That really helped me know what is needed for my F1 student visa.
One thing, Terry, is a good example of the success, but definitely this is what I can just tell, especially those who are viewing us both online and even on this platform, that in most cases, sometimes people speculate a lot, especially right now with the current regime that, of course, they are so stringent with immigration. One thing that sometimes we have to appreciate is that even in adversity, that is when now those people whom like they are chasing for the particular dream, they can succeed.
Just to let you know that NaviSmart AI is sponsoring also another a webinar. I mean, not a webinar, a conference. We discussed this with stakeholders. We are sponsoring a conference coming to US in June, most likely 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th. And anyone who wants to wants to present something which is tech related, you're more than welcome to come. And of course, NaviSmart will support you in the processing of the visas for those who want to attend this conference. We are going to share more. Again, I will share the school districts that are sponsoring teachers to come here. And also, I will look for nurses so that we can also share. But it's going to be shared in our WhatsApp group. follow us on our social media platform so that you can be able to get this more information that, more to this information that you already shared today.